Well, on to the second home that got burned down. I'll have you know that my daughter had been reported missing to Somerset County Dale Lancaster, and he refused to do anything about it. Waterville PD, as well as Maine State Police, Anna Love, William Ross, and everybody involved in the disappearance of my daughter, the apprehension of my uncle on a violation of probation, and then he died without going to his trial. And then the home got burned down. Who's going to be responsible in the long end? Because when it comes down to it, who's really the criminal? And I'll just let you know, it's the police, the politicians that hire their do-boys to do their dirty deeds done dirt cheap. Isn't that right, Janet Mills? This is what was going on. My daughter was in the hospital. She was under a fucking false name. Why, Dale Lancaster? Because you aided, abetted, and suppressed the information. You had a hand in my daughter going missing, didn't you? And hiding the information, not allowing her the right to safety. Her life was at risk. It was in danger. And she was found verbally mute. So badly abused, unrecognizable. And mind you, Stephen Charles is the sergeant in Wilton, Maine, and not probably 3 days after he had been contacting my daughter, she was held hostage, beat, raped, and there's a case number, isn't there, Mark Pullum? Derby, Vermont State Police. April of 2023. So right here, Stephen Charles, how did you get information, my daughter's phone number? It would have to have been after you contacted and I contacted and we contacted. We all met in your office for 2.5 hours, isn't that right? And you recused the case to the FBI February 10th of 2023 about the sex trafficking, drug trafficking, human trafficking. And then when I found you calling my daughter's phone, I called you right back and you changed your number. Skowhegan police officer Joel Cummings having sex with me under the age of 18. I was 17 years old when I got pregnant, either by him or the dope boy. So why don't you come true? And isn't it quite strange that the Masons hire police officers and the Masons are in churches? That totally against God's rule, and it just doesn't make any sense. But I can tell you right now that having Chief Bucknam that was in charge of the Skowhegan town office, just know that you had the Masons running the town of Skowhegan while he was in charge, because he's one of them, isn't he, Mr. Bucknam? So again, tell me why Sergeant Joel Cummings of Skowhegan, Maine, not Somerset, but yeah, the county of, but he works for the town police department and has been for years. So why is it that him or his wife got away with writing messages such as this to me in November of 2021 when my daughter was missing? I hand-delivered the paperwork August 9th, 2023, and I've got copies of it, don't I, Christopher Ray? As well as you and I spoke for 2 hours and nearly 45 minutes. October 4th, 2023. So where's my dog, Gypsy? Dale Lancaster, where is my dog? And why isn't she returned? And why are you still a sheriff? No votes, no elections. We the people take back and get rid of the criminals, thank you. You may have burned my home, but you can only burn it once, Dale Lancaster. I can tell my story forever. You knew about the sex trafficking before it got here in 2024 to the newspaper, because you all suppressed the information that I gave to you. Because why? You're all involved. Christopher Ray, top FBI agent. Tell everybody where all this information is. You see, August 9th, 2023, I stood right outside the FBI agent, the field office. Yeah, the field office for the FBI agent. That's right, in Augusta, Maine. It's located up over the post office. And when I entered, I gave all this information directly to the agent. And his name's mentioned as a sex trafficker. Hey, Vermont, why don't you tell everybody why my daughter's car got burned on her way to a court case against the frivolous, malicious Vincent Aluzzi, state's attorney, Guildhall, Vermont. If y'all had problems with him, I suggest that you start speaking up. Why is Kayla dead? Well, self-explanatory, isn't it? Because the police set people up to deal drugs and get rid of the girls because they're afraid that we're going to snitch. Snitch on what? It's not snitching when you're telling the truth. Augusta Police and Augusta, Maine Attorney General, as well as the town office and the general assistance ladies, tell why Shivam Govani has gotten away with sexually assaulting me in room 116. Y'all knew about it. You took the pictures. You heard the voice calls from him on recording. And you all admit that you knew it happened. So Simon Yorks, where's that report? Wareham, Massachusetts, May of 2024. I went down to do a walkathon, but it ended up my daughter got lured by this creeper with this business card. And she ended up somewhere in Frederick, Maryland, beat and abused when I received the call. I went and got my daughter as soon as I could. Read that? And you're gonna want Janet Mills to still be the governor. Are you fucking kidding me? No wonder they soften it. Just so you know, Kim Morrow, I'm still helping. I'm still gonna keep on putting it out there because you see Janet Mills' brother David, yeah, he gave the information, and so did John Ellis Jr. That's right. And then I took him down to see his counselor in Livermore Falls because he wanted to make her aware that he told me everything that he did with Kim Morrow. And so why is it that nobody's looking underneath the lunch pad in Livermore Falls? Tina, we'll never give up. Christina, we'll never give up. We're seeking justice for you and your babies. Here's a funny for you. So again, where is my dog Gypsy? Derek Thomas, Doug Thomas, Gene Hebert? You might want to start explaining because I'm not going to stop talking. I don't care what you do, how many times you try to burn me out, tamper with my vehicles. I got the message that you killed my dog in Dexter, Maine. I've still got that. Yeah. So Michael Kennedy with Penobscot County Sheriff's Department, I suggest you get on it because you've got a case number that you gave to me. You haven't returned my dog. Therefore, I'm lawsuiting all of you, and I have the right to. Goodbye, Penobscot County. By the way, I would boycott that fucking area. Don't go to the hospitals. Don't go anywhere there. Don't even go into the goddamn grocery stores, do your laundry, anything, because they seemingly have put into the news that Penobscot County is the highest rating for HIV. Bye-bye.